Small disclaimer here in the beginning. Some things shown in this video only really work with 5 to 10 times loot drop. Anything above or below can cause some issues. Alright guys, welcome to my new Unturned Arid Let's Play. And okay, so let us get the tools. And we can get started. What the fuck? Do you often find yourself in this situation? Do you hate joining a new server just to find it full of adamantine gigabases? Well, this video won't do anything to change that, but it can help you build a damn cool base. Let's get started. First of all, location. You can have as big or strong of a base as you want, but if it is located right next to the safe zone, it won't live for long. Just trust me on this one. Ideally, you want to have your base somewhere secluded, but still somewhat close to places you may need to go to. You could for example build your base somewhere near the edges of the map, in the thick forest near Oscar, or even underwater or in the sky if you really feel adventurous. Then you have to find the materials for your base, which is a bit more tedious than just going to the department store and buying them. Or then not, it depends on how you want to go about it. Alright, here comes an important step. You want to pretty much just skip wood and bricks. If you are playing with a bit higher loot rate, it is essentially useless to build a wooden base. What you want to do instead is go to any of these military locations and grind dog tags. With 10 times loot drop you can reliably grind over 5 stacks of dog tags per hour, maybe even more than that if you really get into it. That translates to over 20 stacks of metal per hour. I'm no mathematician, but I can say for sure that it is a quite good amount of metal. You only need a toolbox and a blowtorch on top of that and you can get started on designing your base. With bases, there's almost unlimited ways to design them. You can have something silly, something ordinary, something small, something big, something whatever this is. The choice is up to you in the end, but here are some good things to keep in mind. First of all, you always want to have some kind of honeycomb in your base. Be it some kind of triangle mesh or just plain squares, it's better than nothing. I usually gravitate more towards the triangle honeycomb, but that is definitely the more expensive design material wise, so you have to think what suits you the best. Also, do not ever use garage doors or regular doors in your base, at least for the main entrances. You don't need that much more materials for armored doors and they are just that much better at keeping intruders out. Also, I usually don't design my bases for defense, but you can add some secure firing ports or even a defensive position on your roof if you feel like it. Next, you want to compartmentalize your base. Probably clear as day for many, but still an important thing. Well, what do I mean by that? You essentially don't want to have big open rooms in your base. The more walls between storages you have, the harder it is to get to them. Also, having claustrophobic rooms with sentries is probably the worst thing you can face as the raider. So go on and design your base like that just to mess with them some more. For maximum efficiency, you can hide your claim radiators in all sorts of creative places to cause some more headache. Same for the generators. Hell, even add some fake storage rooms and toting signs while you're at it. Talking of storage, you want to generally use metal industrial boxes for mass storage, though you can use plastic and wooden boxes for less important loot to save materials. Additionally, storing your explosives and other rare goods away from the other loot and in vaults is a given. Don't make the mistake of letting the raiders raid your own base with your own weapons. Now you have your base planned out and materials scattered, but it's not a good idea to get started on building the base just yet. Just start with a small metal base to store your current loot while you head for the Fort Knell to get document bags. This may seem a bit weird, but you'll be saved from a lot of pain in the future if you build your base from adamantine from the ground up. And once your base starts to grow, you can start to figure out new ways to get metal. If you like dead zone grinding, you can trade gunpowder for metal sheets in the safe zone. You can also do horde beacons for gunpowder and metal, or then just continue with the dog tag grind. However, grinding Fort Knell is a good strategy to get both explosives and document bags. One thing to keep in mind is that the bigger your base gets, the more absurd the amount of material you need gets. Alright, that is pretty much everything. One important thing to keep in mind is that offense is always the best defense. No matter how big or strong your base is, someone will raid it if you give them the chance. Thank you for watching and until next time.